So this week we're going to talk about Hannah's prayer for a son, and I hope this day finds you well and having fun. So Hannah was heartbroken. She wanted a son, but she and her husband hadn't been able to have a baby. So Hannah walked slowly to the tabernacle, pausing outside the entrance. Choking back sobs, she closed her eyes and poured her heart out to God. Hannah didn't trust her voice, so she only mouthed her prayer, her lips moving silently as tears slid down her cheeks. And that's when Eli, the priest sitting near the tabernacle's entrance, interrupted her. "You're drunk," Eli scolded, wagging a critical finger at her. But Eli was wrong. He'd only seen a weeping woman. He hadn't heard her prayers. God heard Hannah's prayers, though. God heard Hannah beg for a son and promised that if God gave her one, she'd give the boy back to God. A year later, Hannah held her son Samuel in her arms. God had given her the deepest desire of her heart. That's from 1 Samuel 1. So in your world, why don't you try drawing your family tree? Aren't sure who's on it? Well, get some help from some of your older family members. And remember, God is listening, so you don't have to shout. But why not try? Find a spot where you think you'll hear an echo. Spoiler alert, bathrooms usually work. And shout out a quick prayer. God hears you even when you whisper. Well, when's the last time you gave God a shout out? But don't do this in a public bathroom. That just scares people. So gather your family together and then read the following statements, asking your family to help fill in the blanks. The only rule, everything said should be positive as you build one another up. So here's the first one. I remember when, and you put in a family member's name, did a great job on something. I remember when we did something together, and mark that down, and the family member that did it with you. I remember when, and put a family member, helped me by doing something. So do that, sitting down maybe with your family this week, and make these positive, make these really positive. And I think you'll see how much everybody does for everybody, and maybe makes you realize that more. So remember, friends and family share memories together. I'm going to read a little something from the Bible. It's called A Gift to and from God. Did you know that many mothers pray for their children before the children are born? Ask your mom if she prayed for you before you were born. Ask her what she said when she prayed for you. Ask whether she prays for you now. Then read 1 Samuel 1 through 20. What did Hannah say when she prayed to God for her child? Was anything in Hannah's prayer like your mother's prayers for you? And then a little did you know fact. Did you know how old was Samuel when God called him in the night? The Hebrew word for boy means that Samuel was probably about 12 years old when God spoke to him. A person does not have to be an adult to listen to God and obey him. So sit down this week and just kind of go through everything that we talked about. And ask your mom what she prayed for, if she prayed for you before you were born. I think you'll find some interesting facts out about about your birth and about everything that's going on. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you're enjoying your summer and staying well. And I miss you. I miss all of you so much. I'll see you soon. God bless.